What's going on, guys? This is GZ. Welcome to my channel. So in this video I will be showing you guys the new builds that I made for the Blood Knight. Actually, that has a really good damage. But before I show you guys the new builds, let me show you guys the damage of my old builds first, so we can compare how much is the difference that there is. So there goes. We are going to do it for 10 seconds. Keep in mind my bloody reach is quite useless here. And 16.9 is what I did with Blood Knight. And when we'll go down into the break down, then Bash did 1.6 million, 2.6 here for the Siphon, and Scuba did some as well, and my gems did some as well. But anyways, we are going to count that almost 17 million or 16.9. Okay, I accidentally tagged there. But anyways, let me show you my setup right now, the old setup that I was using. 4 piece of V2s, which is I am using, with 2 piece of Shalbas, because this is my Demon Hunter setup and I haven't changed that. Then Horns of the X I was using here, which is for the Siphon, and Trade Chest for the Bats increased damage, because I like the mobility. While moving around I can do a lot of damage in open world, rifting and such. It is quite versatile in my opinion. I am using this one here. Then Swarm Speaker is what I am using, as you can see, so the bats actually cycle around me. Then Faces of Fading Mirth for poisoning enemies with the bats attack, and Broken Course Q is what I am using for the Siphon, so you can do extra damage with the hemorrhage. And the Beast Slaver is what I am using for the Skewer, so I can leap attacks on enemy. Then Sprig of Horton I was using for increased damage, so I can get more damage, and Hanging Chalice, so I can ricochet a lot of enemies. That was my first setup. Now let me switch to the new builds here. No, that's not that. Armory, PvE, version 2, and let's check out the damage now, and I will show you guys the changes. So 20.6 million damage, so that's quite 1 million damage per second that I was doing. And if my bloody reach was working, that could have gone a lot higher. But anyways, we can see like 3 point something million increase in damage, 3.4 maybe 3.7 I think increase in damage. And we are still using the Horns of X here, which in my opinion is still the best. Then we have switched the chest to layered aim, and what it does is Shroud of Night now empowers you and nearby enemies. This is actually really good for party, for raids, or even if you are doing solo, and if you have a lot of attack speed, this is good for that as well. This is why I am using it. Then I am using the Torture. It's a new shoulder that came out. Swarm of Bash now causes a small swarm of bash to circle you when you use primary attack. So this is what it looks like. Let me show you quickly. No, yeah, this is what it looks like. Bats going around like a missile, and it has no cooldown because I have 69% beneficial duration and some cooldown as well. So I am using this and combining that with the fading of mirth so we can deal poison damage as well. Again, beast liver is there, and we have true vendetta here, which is increasing our shadow edge damage by 38%, and we are using moon call to increase our attack speed of shadow edge as well. But as you can see, I have removed the one that was actually giving us the ricochet ability, and I kept this sprig of Horton because Mooncall need a reset on the V2s to keep our attack speed up, and sprig of Horton with the leap actually helped with that. So that is why I am keeping that, and the one that I actually replace is Hanging Chalice, I think. Yeah, it's the Hanging Chalice. After Shadow Edge hits an enemy, to two blades ricochet out randomly targeted enemies. So this is actually really good in my opinion, but when we have the bash that is doing the same thing, then you can actually replace that. So these are my new builds, but there is a catch with this build. Let me quickly show it to you guys. Alright, these are my new builds. As you can see, I just destroyed their bar there. I have to stand and shoot because most of my abilities now require me to stand and attack like this. But the damage output is actually great, especially when you're doing dungeons and such or raids. But as you can see, they are dying really fast. Alright, we didn't reach the dead end. And the boss is here.
We'll never feed again.
And he's gone as well, so the damage is really good. But as you can see, we are lacking some mobility, or you can say that in order to deal a lot of damage you have to actually slow down and stand and deal damage. So that is the only downside. If you are doing open world or rifting, you might feel like that you are shuddering here and there because of slow movement speed. But however, with my old build, my shadow edge can, where was it, armory,
You are not rash.
there is a farm builds as well which I am using, and the only thing I actually replaced was, no, hold on, let me just show you guys this one. So with this one I have nothing on shadow edge, and every time when my shadow is going to come out, it is also going to ricochet enemies. Let me show you guys the difference now. Alright, I am inside. I am not going to bother and slow down. Oh, it's a dead end.
Haven't seen them fall.
And me just going through like that, and my shadow edge is also doing ricochet. So as you can see, it feels much more smoother. You do have to turn around again to grab the loot, of course, but my shadow edge is doing the primary for me, and I can just keep moving forward, and they are dying so easy. So both builds are actually really good, but the new builds are really awesome for the raids. I have tried them in the raid, helping
Have you nothing?
a lot of warband groups and random people, and doing some dungeons as well. The new builds are amazing, but the old one are best for speed farming, in my opinion, for the layers or open world or rifting. And the damage is not so bad either. So there you go, you have two options now. You can switch to two different builds and you can get the best optimization out of them for different content. So there goes, guys. I hope you guys find it useful, and if you guys ask me why am I not using the Majestic Cloud, because I don't like to be standing in the cloud and not have the freedom to move around at my will, especially when I have the skewer. That is why I do not prefer that, but I think these are one of the best builds with the new essence that came out. So I hope you guys find this video useful, and if you have any question, do let me know in the comment section, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Until then, take care, have fun, and bye guys.